Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical, and today I am going to show you the bone breacher. We're going to get into destroying some stuff, breaching some stuff, breaking some stuff, and trying to destroy the bone breacher. But first I'm going to show you what the bone breacher is and talk about what it is. So this is what it comes in. It comes in this with the Shamog, Bone Tactical Shamog, got the Bone Tactical patch on there. And if you guys don't like the Bone Tactical patch, it's Velcro, so you can stick your own patch right on top. So that's how it ships, as a little extra thing that we just include in there for you guys. This is the bone breacher. It's our tomahawk version that's just the big bad brother of the bone hawk. So I will show you here the bone breacher versus the bone hawk, a direct size comparison. So here you can see this is the bone hawk in front, all right? And this is the bone breacher in back. As you can see, it's considerably bigger. Basically, this is as big as you can get and still be able to utilize and swing with one hand. I'll give you a real quick, brief rundown of the features. It's got the ability to be choked up in the grip here. Okay, used as a less lethal force multiplier with the sheath on, like a hammer. Okay, close, super close quarters, and then further combat. Okay, longer range. We've got longer range. Hooking and trapping movements here. Obviously, the tail spike on the back. We've got a pry bar on the bottom for prying stuff. All right, prying. Boom, boom, boom. We're in there if we need to pry something. Bone Tactical proprietary micarta handles. You guys know we have some of the best coffee in the world. Okay, Bone Tactical Coffee Company. So these are the leftovers of some of the older coffee bags. Bone Tactical coffee bags. We make our own micarta out of this jute material. Okay, so it's a jute micarta. It's incredibly durable, super cool looking, and fits perfectly along with the themes of camouflage here that we're going with the natural earth tones. All you got to do in order to get the sheath, to get the tomahawk out of the sheath, is pop this buckle. The reason we've got the buckle on there is so that the tomahawk cannot come out. It's for our special forces guys that use these. Okay, they wanted a tomahawk that was jumpable, so now it's jumpable. You can jump out of an airplane with it if you ever feel like you need to do that. Okay, pop the buckle, grab right here. Okay, grab on the front. I've had several people cut their hands very badly. Okay, if you hold it down here and you open it, you can cut fingers off. It'll cut all the way down to the bone and maybe through the bone in your hand. Okay, so do not open with your hand in front of the blade. Grab it here. All you got to do is just pull the tomahawk right out. If the tomahawk sheath is mounted through any of these multiple attachment methods, as if it was on a plate carrier or something like that, then all you have to do is pull. You don't have to obviously hold the sheath. Okay, but they ship with this grease on the blade here. All right, the reason for that is just to keep them protected. I'll wipe the grease off so you guys can see more specifically what it looks like. I'll give a close-up view of the tomahawk itself here. This is the bone breacher. All right, just an absolutely beautiful weapon. Handmade, 100% handmade. We've got these small details here that allow it to just really be very grippy, but still smooth. So you can use it without gloves on or with gloves on. It's 3 times hardened. Okay, so it's hardened here, it's hardened here, and it's hardened here to about a 58, 59 Rockwell. And then the shaft section is going to be about a 40, 50 Rockwell, somewhere in there. It's not hardened here. What that does is when you strike something, if it bangs on something tough, or if you're striking metal, which the face is designed for soft tissues and soft things like metal, obviously things that you would cut with an axe or a tomahawk or a hatchet. The back is designed for metal or hard objects. This can pierce Kevlar helmets. It can pierce anything like that. And if you do strike something hard with it, my competition will reverberate a lot in your hand, but the way that this is designed is it absorbs, the handle section being softer absorbs a lot of the blow. Okay, we've got Cerakote finish here on both models. We've got a Resolute Warrior model, which is exotic hardwood handle and a dark patina finish with clear Cerakote. This is the modern Warrior version. It's just absolutely beautiful. Devastating the way that this mimics the natural arc of the human swing. This point is just right there at any point of impact, and it's just absolutely devastating. Whatever this contacts is going to do a tremendous amount of damage. It'll bury all the way up here, and it'll slip right out. Some of the other competition have an angle that's wider here than it is here, and what that does is it means if you stick it in something, it's going to get stuck. You don't want that to happen. You don't want a sharpened beard either, because what happens with a sharpened beard, you can't use it properly for hooking and trapping techniques. So I can hook. I can use this. If I needed to use this even to climb with, I can hook it in something, pull myself up. I can use it for martial arts. I can go past the person, hook them, pull the person through. Okay, so pull through, spin it around, and then bam, embed this in there, or even just pull through, release, and then cut with it there. Okay, if it's super close quarters, like I said, I can come in here and cut, like I can use it just like I have it in my fist, like I would throw a punch. And then if I needed to, I can punch, tail slap with that back strike, and then throw hammer strikes that are now extremely extended and devastating with this point here. It's got the pry bar on the bottom. All right, if I'm holding it here and striking, but I want to go close quarters and don't want to just drop it in my hand like this, I can use this bottom section here for small joint manipulation, hooking and trapping techniques. That's why it has the ridges on the bottom there. All right, it's a pry bar here. So what you do is you can just embed that somewhere in there like that and use it as a pry bar. You saw what just happened there. It's pretty devastating pry bar. I'm breaking the table now. All right, we've got the bone letters on there, hand stamped on every single one. Overall, just an absolutely beautiful tomahawk. Beautiful, beautiful tomahawk. You guys can see it here. Everything's handmade. Every angle's chamfered, beautifully chamfered, okay? We've got the cutouts here for lightning and for, obviously they can be used as any kind of a wrench or a socket can be used. We've got tie down points bottom and top, okay? Or you can put a lanyard on there with a bead. I know some of you guys like to do that kind of thing. So that's an option for you guys. We are going to get into some destruction testing of this. I just wanted to kind of give you a brief rundown of what we're working with here. This is how they come. They ship with the shamag. They come with the sheath. They come ready to go, basically in every way that you can think of. They're ready to go. So this is the Bone Tactical Tomahawk here, and it is shipping like this. Go ahead and take one more last look at this beautiful tool before we get into the actual destruction testing. If you like these awesome videos and you want to be notified when I post more, then you need to go to my channel homepage on YouTube. You need to click the subscribe button, but not only that, then you have to go over here to the bell. You got to click the bell and then you click all. If you don't do that, YouTube won't notify you when I'm putting up this awesome new content. Okay guys, what we got here is the bone breacher. All right, I'll give you a real quick size comparison. Again, between the bone breacher and the standard bone hawk. Obviously the bone breacher is just a whole heck of a lot bigger. And the bone breacher is specifically designed to be vehicle mounted. It's not designed to be carried, and it's designed or to be carried in a backpack or something of that nature. And it's designed to be used for breaching tasks. So we'll show some breaching tasks with this, but also obviously it's a weapon, so it can be used against soft tissue. So we're gonna give a little bit of a look about what it would do against soft tissue. In here we've got a representation of soft tissue. It's the exact same consistency as human soft tissue, but we've got vegan, vegetable-based human soft tissue product, okay? for you vegans out there. It's not an animal product, wink wink, but anyway, we've got same consistency as human tissue, we've got the same consistency as bone on the inside, and we've got jeans material on the outside, okay? Let's see what the bone breacher will do. All right, now when we're talking about the entering here, we're talking about entering 7 inches approximately, but not just that, we're talking about 4 inches of width. So a knife, when a knife penetrates and enters, it enters this tiny little groove, something like this, okay? A little small hole. All right, it may enter very deep like this does as well, but the difference being now we've got a hole that's massive, gaping, wide hole. It's almost impossible to repair, and you're talking about, all you've got to do is hit an artery or a vein, and you're talking about bleed out within 2 minutes, death within 2 minutes. So let's just do a little bit of chopping on this ham here and see what we can do. Obviously, our tomahawks come shaving sharp. There's not really anybody else on the market selling their tomahawks this sharp, but today I'm just gonna test these things until they're destroyed. We're starting off with testing against soft tissue, and we're gonna move right into testing against hard objects. All right, so now let's go do some more destruction testing. Bone breacher, breaching test. That's what we're looking to do right there, bypass the lock. Okay, as you can see, it took a little bit of work, but it can do it. We might need to use the pry bar in order to make entry. And we're in there. Bone breacher, tail spike test. Again, the tail spike is specifically designed to puncture hard objects. No damage to the tail spike whatsoever. We're good to go.